Hello everyone, it's Moran aka Starseed Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a VR to a popular hashtag that is going around for the last couple of weeks. The hashtag is only 10 mass market decks. It's a revamped hashtag from a hashtag that was only 10 decks created by Katey Flowers at the time, and then Rose Honey Rituals and Garden Goddess Tarot have revamped a little bit this hashtag, and now it's only 10 mass market decks. So yeah, this is going to be a VR to that. I've managed to pick some tarot and some oracles. At first I only wanted to do tarot, but in my video of only 10 decks I did both. So I thought if it's a revamped situation type of thing, I will do both as well. So I did both. There are 3 oracles and the rest is tarot. So yeah, the only thing I want to say is, as explained in the original videos, the original Rider-Waite-Smith and the original Marseille or original Thoth are like a freebie, a given. So I have few, and if I had to pick one, it would be this one, the Tarot Vintage. I'm just gonna show quickly, but it's basically the same image as we see usually on the Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's being done in like a vintage way. I love the colors of this. So yeah, it's you can see the colors have been done like in a vintage type of like old paper type of vibe. These are the bags. So yeah, it's by Los Carabeo, and that's the one I would take if I had to take a Rider-Waite-Smith. So here we are for the first. It's not the first one because this one doesn't count. I'm gonna start with the oracles because then it's easier. It's all the tarots. So the first oracle that I would take mass market is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen this deck before. Pretty chunky guidebook. And then yeah, it's the card. So I just love this deck. I had to have an animal oracle. I have different ones, but this one is the one that was like, I need to have this one. There are a lot of cards. There are 68 cards, so it's quite a lot. I love the artwork, and I love that it says, you know, the name of the animal, and then we have a little bit of a sentence, you know, like freedom is yours, or be playful, you see clearly now. So it's just very good. It just gives you like a little snapshot and a little like quick sentence that you can use. So, and you can go, you know, when you do a reading, you can go off this little sentence instead of like just the animals, especially when they are 68, you know, you don't really know the energy of the animals. So it's good to have also a little bit of a little sentence, you know, that just helps you to identify the meaning of all the energy of the animal. So again, that's the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid that you can find on Amazon. For the next one, we have the Angel Guide Oracle. For everyone that has been following my channel for quite a while, you know that this is one of my favorite oracle of all time. So I couldn't just not put it in this list. I've etched mine in this orange color. These are the bags. This is by Kyle Gray, and the artist is Jennifer. I don't know how to pronounce her name every time. Haukyard is very hard to say, but yeah, incredible artist. I have you can't see it here, but I have one of the bigger painting of her art because I just love the art that she does. So again, it's a very straight to the point oracle, but at the same time the imagery gives you a lot to think about. Here, raise your vibration. It's all based on angels and archangels, courage and bravery, surrender, transformation. So yeah, I just love this deck. I think the art is amazing. I love this card, Power and Intention. The art is amazing. I love the keywords. It's simple, but at the same time it's very good. So again, it's my one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite angel type of deck. I always use it, even with people I read for. I always use this one. So again, that's the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray and Jennifer. So you can also find this on Amazon. And the last oracle I have that I had to include as well is the Starseed Oracle. This one again, I have a very particular relationship with this oracle deck. So I had to have it in my top 10 mass market decks. I just love the art. I love the keywords. And again, you have a little bit of a sentence. It's a little bit more esoteric type of things, you know, but obviously it's called the Starseed Oracle, so it's all Starseed kind of ideology and, you know, star beings and all these type of things. So it's a bit different, but I just love it. And yeah, I just had to have this deck in my collection, well, in my classment of 10 mass market decks. It's a deck that, again, I use it most of the time for me because, again, it's very esoteric and not everyone is vibing with the energy of like starseed or star beings or stuff like this. So, but yeah, I love this deck. The imagery is amazing and I just love it. So it had to be there. It had to be in my top 10. And again, I have a lot of memories of like readings that I did for myself when I was like in a different place, different space, or like different frame of mind. And yeah, I just love this deck. So it had to come with me, and that's the Starseed Oracle. So that's it for the oracles. Now we're gonna go for the decks, the tarot decks. One that I will keep as well is this one that I keep in this little bag. It's a present from my friend Martin, so I'm glad that it is there, and it's the Queer Tarot. So obviously, being part of the LGBT community, I couldn't like just not include this deck, but also it's an amazing deck. It's so vibrant, the colors, and there's this roughness in the artwork that I like as well. And yeah, all this diversity, this gender bending type of vibe, which is exactly what I love. You also have this kind of 70s psychedelic vibe, you know, with all the rainbows and the disco vibes, and I had to have this deck as well in my collection. Well, in my 10 only 10 mass market decks. Obviously it's following as well very closely the Rider-Waite-Smith, so easy for everyone to read, but it just has this modern twist and with all the gender diversity and gay queer vibe. So yeah, I had to have this deck, plus it's a present from my friend Martin for my birthday, and I've done some readings with it during the summer because my birthday is in June, so I had it for my birthday, and then I used it for a couple of readings for the summer, for friends and for other people, and it always gave me like incredible readings. So yeah, the Queer Tarot tarot deck that I have to have in my classmate. The next one won't be a surprise for much people, even though I tend not to use it as much anymore because my reading style has changed, and like I feel like this tarot, so this is the Light Seers tarot. I've edged mine in this kind of green. Again, this tarot has a lot of like history for me, but I do feel like it's a very beginner easy and very beginner tarot, you know, like it's so easy to get the meanings. It's very, very close to the Rider-Waite-Smith, the artwork is amazing, but what I wanted to say is like I'm not using it as much because my style has a little bit changed. My confidence in reading tarot has also changed, but this tarot was like the first step of me being confident in reading the tarot, you know. I had this deck and when I was using it, I was like, yeah, I can actually read tarot for me or for people. I understand it, and yeah, the cards just gave me an extra layer, you know, like of because you can read the imageries in different ways, but the essential meanings, I knew I've understood and learned the essential meanings when I was doing readings with this one, because if I didn't have any intuition hits or whatever, I will still know the meaning of the card. But yeah, basically this deck boosted a little bit my confidence when I used it with other people. And also it has a bit of again a bit of sentimental kind of thing, because I remember having this deck when I first started to speak to Martin, again my friend Martin on Instagram, back in summer 2020. So it reminds me of this period of time where I started discovering all these people on Instagram and on YouTube and you know, all this community of tarot readers, which most of them have become my friends. So it reminds me also of this time of like joy of finding a community, you know, where I can be friends with people from all over the world and sharing a common passion for tarot. So yeah, that's the Light Seers Tarot that will be in the top 10. Then I have a classic that is the Fountain Tarot. I love this deck. I started tarot with the kind of the Rider-Waite-Smith, the classic one, and then well, I started with Marseille, but I don't have any Marseille decks, and I was very young, and then I gave it up. And then when I reconnected with the Rider-Waite-Smith rather than the Marseille, because I remember at the time when I was younger, the Marseille was quite hard to read, you know. So I started again with the Rider-Waite-Smith. And then I discovered that there was different interpretation of the Rider-Waite-Smith. And this is one of the deck that I acquired when I discovered there was some alteration of the classic Rider-Waite-Smith, even if it's still following the same system, you know. And yeah, I had this one, and I had the classic, another classic, which is the Wild Unknown Spirit, or Wild Unknown Spirit. Well, anyway, everyone knows which one I'm talking about. Which I didn't really like. I actually rehomed it. I don't like it, but this one I like it. And I think this one, so the Fountain Tarot and the Wild Unknown, are two decks that have changed the way people approach the tarot, and especially from an art perspective. So yeah, and this deck is amazing. I didn't like the Wild Unknown, and I like this one. Obviously they are completely different, but they both started the trend of like experimenting with the artwork we can show on the tarot Rider-Waite-Smith deck. But yeah, again, an excellent tarot deck. I've done readings with this that were always spot on. I love this deck. So again, it will be on the top 10. And also I think for what you get like as a mass market deck is a very good quality. So you get this beautiful box, you get the guidebook inside, you have this foil there, you have the gilding on the cards, and the artwork is amazing. I don't think there's a difference. I know it was a Kickstarter, but I don't think there was a difference between the mass market and the Kickstarter. So it's pretty close to what you would get if you would get a Kickstarter. The next one, sorry, I'm moving this again. The next one is the Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. Again, something you can find on Amazon. Again, I have a very close relationship with this deck. It's one of them that, again, I discovered that there was different people doing different things with, that's the back, with the Rider-Waite-Smith. I love this one. It's so different. It's color coded as well. For the sword, it's yellow. For the pentacle, it's this green. For the major, all have different colors. And then the cups is this blue, and the wands is like an orangey type of colors. Yeah. But again, I love this deck. I've used it a lot for me or for other people, and it's always good. I love the fact that it's only like, you know, it's a shadow of a person and not the actual person. You can just do whatever and imagine whoever you want instead of the shadow. It's very modern as well. It's a modern take on the Rider-Waite-Smith. But yeah, I really like this deck. And again, I've done so many readings with it, and it's like such a special deck for me that I will not be able to not have it in the top 10. I looked at other decks and I was like, oh, maybe this one, and I was like, no. The Spirit Within Tarot needs to be in the top 10 for me. Next one, we have this one, which is the Shadowland Tarot. I have two kind of Halloween-y deck. So I have this one, which is the cute Halloween deck. So that's the back. Again, you have this gold gilding. It's starting to fade away with me because I use it quite a lot as well. But yeah, it's the cute Halloween deck that I wanted to show, and that is in my top 10. It just brings me so much joy, this deck. It brings me to, as I said before, it's like my inner child type of deck, with all these little creatures. It looks like a cartoonish type of thing, but at the same time is very good reading. Like, I think the devil in this deck is probably one of my favorite devil of all time. I don't know if I will be able to find it or if I passed it already, but I just love this deck. It's so cute, it's so well done. There's so much, like, yeah, I just love this deck. Like, there's nothing I can say bad about this deck. I just love it. I'm trying to find the devil card. I don't know if I can find it there, but I love it. The Hermit is also very nice. I love the Hermit. But yeah, it's so cute. So that's my cute type of like Halloween decks. I will stop right there because it's every time it's the last card, or maybe I missed it already, so I'm not gonna bore you guys trying to find the devil. But yeah, I love the devil card in this deck. But yeah, again, that's the Shadowland Tarot. It doesn't come with this bag. I bought it separately. You can buy the bag separately. Also, what I want to say is the guidebook for this deck is amazing. So if you don't have it, consider it, because the guidebook is amazing. The next kind of Halloweenish deck is a quite recent one, the Tarot of Vampires. But honestly, my god, I love this deck. So first of all, it comes in this big box. It's a bit annoying to store, but I just think it's beautiful. And it comes with this guidebook, which is crazy. It's actually a book. It's an actual book, you know. It's not like just a small guidebook. It's an actual book where it explains everything. What's happening in the card, the symbolism used in the cards, then the meaning of the cards related to the artwork. It's just an amazing deck. And then we have the cards there. So I'm just trying to not make the box fall. I've etched mine in black, so it doesn't come in black, but I've etched mine in black. And that's this kind of vampire vibes that I absolutely love. You know, it makes me think about all these movies like Underworld and Interview with a Vampire. Is kind of this goth type of vibe. I don't know if also if you played the game, the PlayStation game Legacy of Kain. It was a vampire type of deck, and it gives me this type of game, sorry, video game on PlayStation 2, and gives me these vibes, and I just love it. Look at these, Lord of Skulls and Lord of Knives. They're just so nice. And yeah, and you can see there's some like symbology there, the 10 of Grails, the 10 of Cups with Pisces and Mars. You know, it's just like there's hidden things everywhere. You know, you have the roses there. I'm pretty sure the roses mean something. You have them here in the background. I think is here, and Daniels speaks about the roses in his decks, sorry. So yeah, I just love this deck, and this is like a little bit more the creepy type of Halloween deck that I wanted to have. But I just love this deck. It's just so pretty, gives me these goth vibes that I love. Makes me think about a lot of like movies and stuff like this that I really enjoy and I watch many times, and just because I love it, you know. Like I told you, you know, Interview with a Vampire, and like this game Legacy of Kain that I used to spend afternoons playing this game in my room. And again, it's the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels, and the guidebook again is amazing. And the last one is the Starchild Tarot. Is the French edition, so it's a bit of a cheating, if we can say, because obviously the Starchild Tarot, for example, the Akashic version, which I also have, are indie decks, so they shouldn't be in this category, but it's been picked up by a mass market French publisher called Arcana Sacra. So yeah, it's now mass market. It's like 25 euros. So you receive this big box again. Another one where the guidebook is actually amazing. It's the same guidebook as you would have in English, but it's obviously in French. So if you read French, it's good for you. But and you have keywords, the message, and then you have like additional kind of keys things. So you have like chakras, stones, astrology, and planets, symbology, guides, and all this kind of stuff. So good guidebook. The quality, the production quality of the decks coming from this publisher called Arcana Sacra are amazing. So you receive this in this little box as well. And you have this again. Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. You have a little quote. And then look at this. The box is amazing. And again, the deck is amazing. It's something I had to have. It's very spacey, Starseed, Starchild, Star Beings based. Collage artwork, obviously, by Daniel Noel. I don't know if I said it, but the artist is Daniel Noel. So it's all collage artwork. It's the same artwork as on the Starseed Oracle, which I showed earlier. So those two will pair well together if I need to do a reading, for example. But yeah, again, it's an amazing deck. The only card I don't like in this deck is this one. I don't know. Everything seems off on this card, and I don't really like it. But I can look over it because the rest of the deck is amazing. Again, the production quality in there is amazing as well. It's peepish, but at the same time not too much, so that you don't understand. You know, you have the 10 of Swords there, and I actually prefer that, you know, like this, rather than seeing like a almost dead guy on a beach being like stabbed by 10 swords. You know, it's just like, yeah. So another deck that will be there is the Starchild Tarot, the French edition published by Arcana Sacra, not the indie version, even if it comes from the indie version originally. But yeah, the Starchild Tarot by Arcana Sacra. It comes in this big box. Sorry, it's 25 euros from what I remember. So it's even like almost half price cheaper than the indie version, and it's also a very good quality. So that's it for all my decks, guys. So that was my reply and VR to this hashtag. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's probably some that you already seen from everywhere. I hope there was some that was not in the top 10 of everyone, and kind of spiced it a little bit, spiced up the video. But I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you have these decks, if you have put them in the top 10 as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to go and have a look at the people that created this this hashtag. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, anything that will help. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.